Hey guys! As you can probably tell, this is not my usual format that I do for Saying Hi to Ange. This is not my guest today. I am not interviewing the Cacti Twins, though that might have been interesting. I just wanted to let you guys know I've been in Austin, Texas for the last 2 weeks and tell you guys all about it, show you the things that I've gotten to experience and see, and talk to you about South by Southwest, which is a really cool festival here. I think probably what I found the most interesting and the coolest about South by Southwest is that it's not just one thing. I love that it brings all walks of life together, different cultures, different countries, different genres of music and film and tech, and I really loved that. I loved how it was just like it all coming together, because you know, times can be scary, and just so y'all know, like I've been good with all these bomb threats out here and all the things that are happening. Like I'm praying for those families, because even this morning, you know, I woke up to texts from people at home that were worried about me and all that. I'm fine, but it is scary. You know, it's a scary time. So I was really happy that I was there for the 10 days. I had a lot of fun. It was really positive energy, and you guys will see all that. So one of the cool things that I got to do was work for Ready Player One, which is coming out on March 29th, guys. Make sure you go see it. And it was really cool. I just like went with the flow, and I ended up being able to portray an IOI.
Just entered some type of matrix stuff, and yeah, you guys want to check this thing out. March 29th it comes out. You don't want to miss it. This is day number 3 of South by. There's still the music portion coming up next week. This is the film portion.
So yeah, I got to be an IOI in Ready Player One, which is Innovative Online Industries. So I got to be the bad guy basically, which is super fun. And for me, it's like I'm constantly used to like smiling at people, and I had to be so in character, guys, that like I had people being like, "Can I take a selfie with you? That's so cool." And I literally had to be like I had to work on my RBF, and that's not easy for me. So it was definitely a challenge, and it was definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, so there was that portion of it. Then I got to work in Cartoon Network, so I got to like tattoo these little kids with this really crazy printer that's based out of Korea, that like was the first time ever in the US, so it was really cool. This woman actually flew in to show us how to use the printers, and then I was like for 3 hours tattooing like little kids with Cartoon Network. It was awesome.
So I'm gonna get my sleeve on with this little rainbow dude. He's like flying using the prinker. I believe it's called a prinker. And the official thing is this is done by magic. That's what I was told. So I'm gonna get ready and do it. Look at that. That's beauty right there.
So that was cool, and then I got to shift over to the music part, do Pandora. Pandora was a great experience, lots of cool artists. So yes, I did work a lot while I was here for the 2 full weeks, but I like to say I'm good at managing and balancing, so I actually did get to do a few things that are my love, which nature. I got to go to these botanical gardens that are nearby here. And besides the botanical gardens, I also got to just kind of explore the city a bit. On the Friday night, I went with a friend to a kind of like open party situation. You know, they had open bar and all that. And Elijah Wood was DJing. It was so cool. And he was actually really good. Like he was playing vinyls and stuff like that. And honestly, guys, I just feel incredibly blessed with all of the new friends that I made here in Austin, from my pedicab drivers, my Uber drivers, people I saw walking in the streets that I got to know about. It was just such a positive, amazing energy.
I was gonna say, I'm definitely not an actor, so.
I don't want actors though. I want real people.
Yeah.
South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, y'all.
Beautiful.
And this is my buddy Cena. I actually branded him with this, Virgin Cena, because I was working over there. I don't think y'all can see it, but
Probably
it's
not.
the backyard bash for Comedy Central. So anyways, I was saying, how long have you been
Yeah. So I pedicabbed. I started at the very end of March. I trained on the last weekend. And then I did April, May, and June. And after that, I just kind of took a break for the summer. I pedicabbed some in September, and then for ACL, and then anymore, I just do it on the occasional weekend and for festivals.
Nice. Festivals like South by Southwest, which
Yeah.
is probably the biggest one.
No, ACL. Well, South by is definitely bigger, but ACL is better for pedicabbing. Yeah, just because of the structure of it. It's
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
Absolutely. Hey Arnold. So we were actually just discussing Hey Arnold.
Yes.
We were talking about how cartoons when we were kids were just so much better than they are now. And it was like a really deep convo. I loved how we were talking about, even with like Rugrats, the whole dynamic with like Angelica and then Susie.
Yeah.
Susie kept her in check. That girl was, I don't know, she was next level. She was extra.
Honestly, one of my favorite episodes whenever Tommy learned about his history and his heritage on the Passover episode. And that was whenever his grandpa really taught him about his Jewish heritage. That was whenever as a Catholic, I didn't
I
know
was raised Catholic too,
I didn't know anything about Passover, anything about a child, and watching that, it really expanded my mind and tried to understand where people are coming from.
Definitely.
So that's what I really
And that's,
love.
I think, what it's all about. It's all about like relating back. Like, you know, we all come from different places, but we're all connected. We're all humans.
Yes.
We all go through like crazy things,
Yeah.
and we think like, oh, nobody else can relate to me. And then
Yeah.
you see it played out in cartoons, and you're like, oh wow, that's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I love.
many places. I mean, I was volunteering at like the Hemp and Garden show, and that was pretty small.
Yeah, that's true.
They're just kind of more on the outskirts, and I mean, there's definitely, I don't know how many there were before, because like I said, this is the first time I've really experienced a South by Southwest. So
Oh, cool.
I don't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah.
It is pretty heavily commercial. I mean, I can tell that.
Like you can tell it's like worth it to do again next year.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably, if I'm still in Austin next year, then I will probably pedicab South by Southwest.
You heard it here, guys. This is Richard. You definitely want to request him as your pedicab guy. I know there's platinum. Like, what are you? What is this?
Okay, so there are three types of badges. There's platinum, there's the media badge, and there's also the interactive badge.
Interactive. Okay.
And so the interactive badge, I got this through pretty much trying to finesse my way into it.
Okay.
And so whenever you're a student, you get a discount from the actual interactive. The interactive is like $1,200.
Wow.
I actually just paid $300 for it. And so,
Good for you.
Right.
So how many South Bys have you been to? And would you say it's getting more commercial? Would you say it's still about what it's always been about? Like, what's your take on South By?
this is actually my 5th South by.
Wow, okay.
And so I would say it's going more artist centric to more company centric.
Okay.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Last year you definitely didn't have a DC comic pop-up store
Right.
where you can go make your own comic strip. You can go get freshly printed just for South by comic books.
Just the fact that you're able to like actually sit in these vehicles.
Yeah, and
which are
Justice League. We've got the Dark Knight and the original Batmobile.
I'm heading to Arlo's, which I'm told is very good for vegan food. So I was craving tacos. They have burgers and Richard, who's awesome, ordered me the street tacos. So this is what I am very excited about. Anyway guys, this was South by. I am so happy that I got to come here for it. It's my first official South by. I did come to Austin last year, but it was for like 20 hours. I explored the whole city. Now I've gotten 2 weeks out here. I absolutely love it. I love it.
All right, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that. Until next time. Peace and love.